my stoner mind.
This video is just a quick real-world test of some wiring. So what we have here is Stinger Pro Series 8 gauge power cable, and then we have this, which is pretty much perfect for 6x9s. Now, I could get technical and nerd out and tell you how this smaller wire, thinner wire, can only take a certain amount of amps, turn into a resistor, heat up, cause an increase in impedance, but I'm not going to do that. I'll leave that for somebody else to write in the comments. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I've had a few people comment saying that I don't have enough power to power this speaker. Obviously, you are new if you're saying that, and I replied to a comment saying exactly that. That person replied saying, he's not new, he's been here for a while, it's just that he hasn't seen these videos for a long time. Liar! Also, people are saying that the wiring I'm using is too thin for this speaker. Now, in this video there's a bit of a clue as to where I might be using this speaker. If you can't tell, I'm indoors. I'm in a house. I don't need to power this at 6,000 watts RMS like I would in my car. And also the speaker wire I used to connect this to the amplifier with came with the amplifier that I'm powering this with, which powers it at around 2,000 watts RMS at its fullest. Great sub, by the way, SMD if you didn't know. Number 37, also a pretty awesome amplifier. And the amplifier that I'm powering this with is an American amplifier. Last point, I'm not using this for music purposes, I'm using it primarily for movies. One of the main differences is that with music you can boost the bass by quite a lot. When you're watching movies, you don't do that. Now, to some of you this will be pretty obvious, and others, the ones that don't get it, will need a bit more explaining, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so this right here is 18 Hz, 8 gauge wiring, and the volume will be a set volume, so both wires will be equally tested. And by the way, this isn't actually 8 gauge wiring, this is whatever that is. And here we have the 8 gauge wiring, 18 Hz, same volume. What's the difference? By the way, the amplifier powering this is at about a quarter of the way up on the volume and can put out quite a bit more wattage than this. This, however, is perfect for movies, which is why I use it for movies. In fact, watch this. So yeah, as you just saw, there's enough power. And I can also do the same with this wire, which is too thin. Now obviously I'm not saying use as small of a gauge of a wire as you can, I'm just saying 8 gauge isn't always necessary. It depends on your application and how much power you want to send to your sub. So if you want to send a lot of power to your sub, maybe don't use that because it might overheat. And here we have peanut. That is most probably what you want to be using, especially in a car. If you want to send 6 grand to something like this, then, you know, use what is necessary. And yeah. See you in the next one.